maybe if we can get a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting. Uh, Supervisor Beatty, seconded by Supervisor Vanslo. Carry on.
Okay, well, good morning and
Talk slower.
happy summer to you. Happy graduation weekend, if anyone has any graduates in the family or neighborhoods. Obviously, as you've seen in the agenda, that was circulated to you. We have some personnel matters to address and appreciate your consideration of each. The first one is a request to fill. This is a notice to fill that was prepared by me on a recording clerk, grade 7 at, basically the public records room, of the county clerk's office. It's under 1665-110, full-time position. It is vacant due to resignation. Of course, I think we're familiar with the duties of the public record room, in terms of the, recording and filing obligations that we have under statute. So this particular position will not have it's obviously still funded in our budget. The notice goes from the county clerk, the department head, to HR civil service. It moves then to the county administrator and then to the budget officer. And ultimately, I believe, over to clerk of the board. I don't have the document right now, so I don't really know the status.
It is with Paul right now.
It is with Paul. Okay.
I checked on it this morning.
Yes. So it has not been signed by Paul?
I don't believe so.
Okay, and so you have not seen it as? Oh, okay. That is the status of it. Perhaps we should go back to it if Paul is planning on coming down.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we go on to the next item, and then we can
Okay.
come back to that when Paul gets
Okay,
here.
very good.
That's okay, yeah.
Thank you. At the board meeting on Friday, our county historian, who has served us very faithfully, tendered her resignation for family reasons. Will be leaving the area and and moving to Massachusetts. We had a small, a little recognition for her yesterday, and Paul was able to stop down to that, as well as several of her historians. I met Joanne Smith as well, some of the Queensbury folks, and she did a fabulous job. We had her leadership during a very important time in our county history, and I know Supervisor Wood can certainly attest to that as well. So she's a great person, and she is moving along, but she has served us well. I bring it up at this meeting only as a notice to you, but as county clerk, I do handle the budget, the payroll, basically expenditures and whatever of the historian's office. That has been a standing responsibility of mine since John Austin was in service to the county as county historian. It is a board appointment. It is also in statute as a requirement to be filled. So I suspect, as in the past with Ann, there was kind of a notice that went out, a posting, and that the position will most likely come to an interview process. I will note that we were very fortunate in the bicentennial period, really to come in contact with a number of people, all very talented and very committed to county history and their town histories, and we formed a great group. I don't know if people will come out from that particular group. I mean, obviously it's been disbanded, but they're all still in their working in their respective communities. So that may happen, but at any rate, I just bring that to your attention. You did receive the notice,
Well,
and I'd like
thank
to
you.
acknowledge her.
We thank Ann for her efforts, and we wish her the very best in the future, and hopefully someone will step up to the table and serve in that capacity.
Yeah, I'm sure that we will work together to get that posting in order. So, the next thing, and basically the last thing on this particular agenda, other than going back to item 1, is a request for reallocation. um, we were advised, and, this is actually things that I do on a kind of a regular basis, examine what's going on in the department. But, in April, it was brought to our attention that there is a reallocation committee, that is in the county contract, civil service contract, and, there's a process for that. And as such, it starts with the county department head, you know, if she has a matter to bring to that, to, bring it first to oversight committee, which would be the county clerk DMV committee, and that your job, as I understand it, is to say, let's move that to the reallocation committee. So what am I asking for? I'm asking for us to look very seriously at the DMV structure, the positions that we have in DMV, which basically start with your, motor vehicle license reg clerk. There's a senior motor vehicle examiner supervisory position there, and then up from that also a DMV supervisor. These are all requisites in the DMV structure, whether it be a county office or whether it be a New York State district office. If you come to Warren County DMV with your license or reg, we're gonna perform that service for you, identical to what is done if you decide you were in Albany for the day and said, oh, I wanna go to the DO on South Pearl Street. I need to get my truck or my vehicle registered today, and today's the day. So, you know, we perform the same, there's no difference.
Well, your lines are shorter.
I hope so. I hope so. And I hope we're more customer, oriented too. But nonetheless, those are the, we have very detailed, position descriptions and what we have to do. And there have been some definite changes. The one that I would really like to bring to your attention is, something that has been, well, it started in 2008, but, really kind of advanced this year. The DMV employees are subject to a fingerprint-based criminal history background check. This is relatively new. It started with the EDLs, Enhanced Driver's License, where they put that in effect in 2008. All of our people went through criminal history background checks. The first groups, anybody in place at that time, that history check was paid for by the state. Of course, if I hired a new person today, I would have to, I would be responsible for that. And then in April of this year, we received notification from DMV that, federal mandate requires that any employees that work the CDLs, which all of our employees do, commercial driver's license, and any of those transactions, have to have a full criminal history, federal and state, fingerprint-based background check. So our employees right now are going through that. I think I'm the last one, but I don't even know if they want me now, so all of the employees, and we have a memorandum or an agreement that we, had to execute with New York State that says, you know, that basically will give me access to the, DCJS portal to pull down those rap sheets, you know, those, the results of those. And then we submit those, I will be submitting them, I think I have to do so by, July 8th. They're phasing in the other parts of the federal requirements to us, but it's been a phased thing over the last 2.5 months, since April. So, without question, we do have to amend that position description that stands right now for the motor vehicle employee, because the employee coming forward does need to know that they are subject to this, okay? Right now, this particular, background check for CDLs, is being paid for by the state. They received, I think, federal monies to cover the expense, because it's statewide. And subsequently, that will be a responsibility to our office, and those generally run about $100, so,
$100 a person. $100 a person
Yes.
to the check.
yes, yes, sir. So, but I think, so that is a very important and something we need to understand that is coming forward. Other than that, very obviously in our office, we have seen, you know, that the mandates and, the 9/11, the post 9/11, the stricter, ID requirements, the expansion on all testing protocol and greater scrutiny there, the EDLs have all, made our transactions more complex. And I think that at this point in time, if we are to look at the baseline for a motor vehicle employee, if you are to compare it to the positions that are within that grade structure in Warren County, there is no comparison. And I believe that'll be the responsibility of the reallocation committee to look very closely at, you know, at this, and that's the purpose, you know, really, is to say, you know, what are these people doing, and let's evaluate it. I will prepare, all the materials that I can. I do have that information to supporting documentation that I believe will be helpful to the reallocation committee. I presume that I would be there at some point, but at any rate, my documentation will be, for sure. And, so I present that to you for your comments and the like.
Could we get a motion to just move it to the next level?
I'd move it to the reallocation committee.
Supervisor Wood, seconded by Supervisor Vanslo. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Good. Are
Thank
we
you
still
very
waiting
much.
for, His Eminence to, arrive? Is he?
Chairman McDevitt, perhaps we could approve it if we so desire, contingent on approval by
Exactly.
the other appropriate parties.
Excellent suggestion, Supervisor Wood. Can we, is everyone feel, motion by Supervisor Wood, seconded by, Supervisor Brock. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think we've hit it all. Can we have a motion to adjourn? By Supervisor Vanslo, seconded by Supervisor
Most of all,
Wood.
let me have a chance to get
Thank
in the
you.
minutes.
Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you
Let's,
very much. Thanks. I
Let's
appreciate
hope
your-
we don't go to Dannemora.